This is January 2018 and we've got two top fancies come down from Hull today. This is Paul Johnson and Chris Greenwood. Good morning, lads.
Morning.
Long way down, wasn't it?
Yeah, early start.
Yeah, it's nice to see you anyway.
Yeah.
See a bit of the old Surrey countryside.
Yeah.
So you're very, very successful at racing your pigeons. As I say, we met a long time ago, didn't we, Paul?
Back about 95 with Harold Wilson, yeah.
Yeah. So you had some good success in them days, didn't you?
Yeah, with the Catrice, yeah.
Yeah, good pigeons.
Yeah.
What prizes did you win in them days?
Top the middle row, channel averages. More middle distance to long in them days.
Yeah. What happened to your partner then, Mr. Wilson?
He went out of it, we split up and Harold in the end went out of it, but...
Then you went in partnership with Helen, your wife?
Yes.
And that's the partnership now, and Chris is your stock man?
Chris looks after the stock, yeah.
He's the brains of the
Chief scraper house on the weekends as well.
So, what system do you race on then, Paul?
Mainly Widowwood, we're practicing with a few ends, but we haven't got that cracked yet, but mainly Widowwood.
Yeah.
I tried a bit of roundabout, but that didn't work.
No. So, what sort of distance you like racing?
150 to 400ish usually.
Yeah.
I prefer.
Yeah. So what type of racing? Obviously you like every race.
Yeah.
So when do you pair up?
Stock early December, the race early January.
Yeah.
And drift the second round.
Yeah.
From the stock across to the races.
So tell us about your system. Do they get the hen before they go? And
No. We don't, apart from time factor, and I think it excites them so much.
Yeah.
So they only see them when they come back from the race, whatever the race. They maybe go in front of them on the longer races. But
yeah. So how about training?
Training, as much as we're getting in the last 3 or 4 weeks before the first race, and for the next 8 weeks, maybe before we get the longer races, maybe a couple of training tosses a week. Yeah.
Do you repair for the long races?
Odd ones, not all of them.
No.
Maybe real early next morning or overnight. Yeah.
Yeah. So how about the feed?
For the distance pigeons, we don't knock them down. They stay on the same all the way through the week. But for the sprinters, we bring them down on diet.
Yeah.
Depurative for the first couple of days, build them up up to the fatty foods later on in the week.
Yeah. You put up some fantastic results in recent years, especially this year. You got an RPRA award, didn't you?
Yeah, well, runner up, but
runner up. Yeah. Oh, well. What prize did you won this year then?
I think we topped the Yorkshire Middle Road. Well, I know we topped the Yorkshire Middle Road once, and we topped the East Coast Fed 7 times, I think.
Did you really? Unbelievable. And you got one particular pigeon that's won the Fed 3 times this year.
Yeah.
What's he called?
1 second short of winning 4 times. His loft mate beat him.
Yeah, by a second.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Jonno's boy is his name.
Yeah.
Named by Derek Nichols.
Yeah. Paul, what's this one?
Yeah, this is Jonno's boy, so-called son named by Derek Nichols from Premier Stud. He topped the Fed 3 times and was beaten by a loft mate by 1 second.
For the 4th time?
For the 4th time, yeah.
Is this the cock that got the RPRA award or runner up?
Yeah, runner up for it, yeah.
Yeah. What family is he?
Half Sablon, and then the other side is John Rawson from Hull, crossed with Huey Jackson.
Yeah, of course he's on the Widowwood.
Yeah.
Super cock, mate.
Yeah.
He's only young too, isn't he? He's not that old.
Yearling. He's only a yearling, yeah.
Fantastic performance, mate. Well done. True champion, this one, mate.
Yeah.
Good pigeon. Nice checker. What's this one, Paul?
This is Jackson, so called by my daughter. God knows why she called him that, but
Jackson.
Yeah. He topped the Fed the last race. He's a 2-year-old. He beat Jonno's boy by 1 second.
Oh, at the ETS?
On the ETS, yeah. Both landed together.
You must hate this pigeon, don't you? Hey?
Yeah.
Stopped your champ having 4 first Feds in one season.
Maybe even cost him the award.
Yeah. What family is he?
He's half Sablon, half Stuart Ward, Van der Meers.
Yeah, they're a lovely pigeon, mate.
Yeah. Big, strong pigeon.
How long have you been in sport then, Chris?
Yeah, ever since I could walk, really. My father and uncle raised pigeons straight after the war, so I was born in 1960, so since those days, really.
Yeah.
And then seriously into the pigeon myself since about the age of 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah, you went to school with Paul, didn't you?
Yeah. We met when we was about 9, so yeah, I introduced Paul to pigeons, and he's. I don't know if he thanks me for it or not, really.
No. So you're the stock man. What do you look for when you go out and buy stock pigeons?
Yeah, I like a nice medium-sized pigeon, nothing too big really. You know, I don't think I think I could get Paul to condition a cart horse to win any races. So something with a strong eye really. And I think the eye sign is a good way of telling the intelligence of a pigeon really. And I don't like to see a weak eye, you know, something like that. I don't like pairing pigeons with the same coloured eyes together as well. So yeah.
So when do you pair them up?
Say stock early December, depending on how the week's for really, and then we float the second round of stock under the racing pigeons. Yeah.
How'd you feed? What'd you feed?
I think coming into, obviously you're trying to get your stock pigeons to pair in a season that wouldn't naturally pair in the middle of winter, aren't you? So I think coming into the pairing season, I like to bring them down as much as possible on the purative just to get all the fat off them, and then just coming into the pair and hit them with the heavy stuff to give them a G up into the system really. Yeah. Obviously increasing the light and the heat at that time as well.
So what families do you keep?
Mainly these days, I mean, we like to try various bits and pieces just to keep the other ones on the toes, but I would say our main lines at the moment are Derau Sablons and Peter van der Meers, I would think, are the main ones. Yeah. With possibly a few Jansons thrown in there as well.
Yeah. Are they general distance, them sort of pigeons?
The Peter van der Meers tend to get the shorter distances, but the Sablons are longer, but we find they're really crossing in really well at the moment. So they do as we like to, or should I say Paul likes to win the first race and the longest race, so they're pretty all-rounders at the moment. Yeah,
so. Good pigeons.
Yeah. Well, we did introduce the Jan Hooglins this year or last year, and we're hoping they'll get us just that little bit of extra distance on a hard day, which, you know, the Young Bird success this year proved that.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What's this blue cock then, Paul?
This is young and all last year's young, and it's again it's half Sablon and half Van der Meer from Stuart Ward. He topped the Fed the second to last week of the season before the Midlands National Flying Club race.
So how was he sitting? Was he sitting when he was sent?
No, he'd just been let through. I'd put them back together again that week.
Yeah.
Top the Fed.
Yeah. So what family is he?
Sablon across Stuart Ward, Van der Meer.
Super pigeon again. So we've got to check a hen this time, Paul. What is she?
Yeah, again she's Stuart Ward's Van der Meers crossed Jan Hoogland cock we bought from Red Star this year. Yeah.
So what's she won?
She was second section from Cool Chances, 331 miles, Midlands National Flying Club. 10 hours on the wing. Dropped just before dark.
Yeah, what many pigeons home on a day was it?
Under the toe, she was second section.
Oh, unbelievable. What a terrific performance.
Yeah.
How was she sent? Was she sitting?
No, they'd just gone together from the week before.
Yeah, so she
same as the last cock. Yeah.
Beautiful pigeon, mate.
Yeah.
How many young birds you breed each season to race then, Paul?
Depends really. Anywhere between 1800.
Yeah.
But we're racing in the middle up on the east coast, and split the sexes.
Yeah. Do you pair them up for racing?
We usually race the first 3 weeks paired, and then I'll split them for the next 5 or 6 weeks, and then put them back together for the last race and the Cool Chances race at the Midlands National Flying Club.
Yeah, it's the main race for you, is it? The Midlands National?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So do you put them in the dark?
Yeah, right from being born, really, right till first week in June.
Yeah. How about training?
Training 5-6 weeks before the first race, we get them down the road as much as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get plenty of work.
Yeah.
How about feeding your babies?
Feed them, wean them on as much protein as possible, and then once they start coming up towards racing season, slowly turn them onto the racing mix and feed them exact same way as they feed the widowed cocks.
Yeah. So you had good success this year in the Midlands National, didn't you?
Yeah, they kicked on the last 4 weeks of the year after Young Bird sickness hit them hard the first 4 weeks, but we topped the Fed the week before the Midlands National, and really coming well, and did real well in the section, as we have done the year before. Yeah,
you had a real good one this year, didn't you? Was it this year?
Yeah, second section, only 2 birds on the day, she came through well.
Yeah.
7:15, just turning dark.
Yeah, where's that from? France?
331 miles.
Yeah, France. Yeah,
Headwind.
Terrific, that's a young one.
Yeah.
Terrific pigeons, mate. And what family was that?
It's Jan Hoogland cross Stuart Ward's Van der Meers from Oldham.
Yeah. So you pair some of your babies up, you don't have them for your youngsters or nothing?
No.
No, just sit a few eggs and then just break them down. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't even sit eggs.
Yeah.
They're very rare.
Yeah. What's your opinion of dark then? Do you think it affects them in later life?
No.
No.
They'll go on to do well the next year's yearlings, as they've done this year and last year.
It's just a way of life now, isn't it? Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People say the darkness affects them, but I think everyone gets young bird sickness nowadays.
Yeah.
You're effectively sending young birds that look like old birds, don't you?
Yeah.
I think they're capable of
Unbelievable.
coping with anything.
Or
Really.
show condition and West,
Yeah,
don't they?
Yeah.
It's got to be an advantage because when you send them all ragged like that,
Yeah.
it gets them long ones especially.
Them last 3 weeks of the young bird season, some people like to stop, and then that's when they're coming into it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the time it tells on the last races.
Yeah.
It's just that the most important thing is getting through on that last flight, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're like
yeah.
after. Yeah.
And all to cast that last flight by Christmas.
Yeah.
I think it's about sending them in the peak of health as well, isn't it? You know, they
Oh,
can
that's
cope with
what-
anything if
yeah,
they're healthy.
yeah.
They just,
Yeah.
there were some races late on and the pigeon just looked too fit, didn't they? They were struggling to come down, you know, they just
Yeah.
wanted to fly around and round, didn't they?
Yeah.
Another nice checker cock. Paul, what's this one?
This is a Copeman from Premier Stud from the original pigeon they got in and compared to the Stuart Ward Van der Meers. He's a 4-year-old now. He's just retired because after he topped the fed the week after in the East Coast, he hit something and it took 3 days to come home, so it's retiring.
Yeah.
He's already bred a pigeon to come second fed.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What's this checker cock then, Paul?
This cock topped the section from Coutance this year, Midlands National Flying Club. He's half Emily Evans Vanderbilt crossed with the Coopmans and the Van der Meers again.
Yeah. Another class pigeon, mate. You got some lovely pigeons, Paul.
Yeah.
No credit to you.
He should have. He wouldn't come in, but he should have been in the top 2 or 3 in the Yorkshire Middle the year before, but ended up being 7th pigeon to loft because he just won't come in.
Another nice checker cock. Paul, what's this one?
This is Van der Meer crossed from Stuart Ward again, crossed with Kenny Lister's Jansen from our club.
Yeah, so what's he won?
He topped the fed once in numerous positions. He was highest point scorer in our club and probably the fed as well.
Come on, mate. We ain't spoken about your missus yet, Helen.
Yeah, she started off with the white doves. She calls herself Dove Occasions, and she got these white doves, racing pigeons 5 years ago from a local chap, Al Rawson. And she's doing funerals and weddings, doing quite well, yeah.
Yeah. And she's very important in your partnership too, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on, so what's she do?
Well, she don't clear out, but she gets them out early in the morning. She gets them out and gets them back in early in the morning. So I get them out, she gets them in, and she gets them in middle of the afternoon, so I'm sorting them out.
Yeah.
She's usually got them back in by the time I get them from work.
Yeah, so she's very important, mate, isn't she? So tell us about your where your pigeons originate from, Chris.
Yeah, I'll say our main lines now, which we're either keeping direct or crossing in with each other, are the Sablons, which we predominantly got from Premier Stud. I would say they're the best lines, and also the Peter Van der Meers, which we've got some either bought or some actually given as gifts from Stuart Ward from Oldham. So you know they've really stood us in good stead over the years.
Yeah.
And they do really cross well within each other.
Because the Premier's quite local to you, isn't it? I went up to the Premier.
Yeah, but
Same club, we're in the same club as they've just shut down at the moment.
yeah,
Derek's gone back to Wales, but
Yeah.
we've flown in the same club as him for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, as well as hotbed round with you.
Yeah.
Bolton and Williamson was up your end, weren't they?
Yeah. He was at Premier Stud before
Yeah.
Derek.
Yeah.
We've also done well with the Coopmans as well from Premier Stud. You know,
Yeah.
we've still got some of their lines.
Yeah, some real class pigeons. I remember I visited it.
Yeah,
Lovely place.
Yeah.
I've been everywhere, man. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, you two, thank you very much for coming down to Surrey today. It's a long way. It must be 400
Yeah, it's
miles
been a
round
pleasure.
trip.
Yeah, it's a nice area of the country. down
Nice
here.
seeing us. Long way just to get some pigeons photographed.
Yeah.
Long drive.
Eh?
The tea was nice though.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, the tea,
Yeah.
Yeah, got good tea, what lady.
Yeah. Nice meeting Betty as well.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely seeing you, boys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Keith.
Cheers, Keith.
Cheers.